Welcome to everyone. I think we have some people attending this webinar. So we have Agathe, we have Raspaya, Deborah, Fozia, Tausser. So sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. So Krishna, you're very welcome to this webinar. So I will introduce myself very quickly. So my name is Charles Dossi. So I'm the head of the MSc Accounting, Auditing and Advisory. Okay, so you can see here behind me the books that you're very welcome at my home. Okay, because of the very specific conditions we are facing today. So this is why NEOMA did offer this opportunity to get more information about our programs through this online session. Okay, so my intention is to make a very short presentation of the program. The idea is not to have a static presentation. Okay, so I will go through some slides, but feel free to ask questions, and of course I will challenge you, okay, during the presentation. So asking for questions, so do not hesitate to ask questions. So after the presentation, of course, we will have time for interactions, okay. So if you want to know more about the program, about the content of the courses, about the organization of the program, about the admission issues, so of course, we are expecting a lot of questions. Okay. So they have newcomers. So you can see that, of course, your mics have been muted. Okay. But of course, when you will want to ask a question, okay, of course, your mic will be demuted. Okay. And but you can use the chat box as well. Okay. So I think we may start the presentation. So so I'm the head of the MSc Accounting, Auditing and Advisory. The fact is that I've been a professor for NEOMA Business School for almost 10 years now. And but before, I have a very strong professional experience in different types of companies. So the idea is that 25 years of professional experience plus 10 years of experience as a professor, the idea is to enrich the pedagogical content, the academic content with my professional experience, okay, to give more sense, okay, to the courses. So coming back to the name of this program, so Accounting, Auditing and Advisory. So at the very beginning, when the idea was to find a name, okay, so of course we did try to find ideas of sexy names, okay, because of course if you want to make the promotion of our program, so it might be easier with sexy name. And you can see that Accounting, Auditing and Advisory, it is not that sexy, okay, but it covers the technical content of the course. And if we look at the acronym AAA, AAA, okay, so it gives more visibility, okay, to the technical content of the course. So AAA, this is the highest financial rating that can be delivered by the credit rating agencies. So it can illustrate our ambition, because this is a new program. So in the future, okay, the idea is that we will be high ranked, okay? So let's have a quick look on some key numbers, key figures about NEOMA Business Schools, okay? So the first key point is that we have this triple accreditation, okay? So we have AQUIS, so this is a European accreditation, AACSB, this is an American accreditation, and AMBA for the MBA. Okay, of course, this program, this new program, those accreditations are not very specific to this new program, but because this new program is part of the pedagogical offer of the institution, of course, we will benefit from those accreditations, okay? Because those accreditations, so we have only 1% of the business schools that have those 3 international accreditations, and those accreditations justify the quality of the teaching, the quality of research, our international positioning, the way we are addressing the markets, our relationship with the corporations, with the business world. Okay, so this is very important, and of course, our program, the MSc AAA, will benefit from those 3 international accreditations. So we have 3 campuses, and to start this MSc, our MSc, so will take place on Rouen and Reims. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of professors. Okay, so NEOMA professors and professional lecturers. Okay, and so the professional lecturers are very important, and we can, of course, relate the number of professional lecturers with the corporate partners, and especially for the MSc. Okay, so we have a strong relationship with the big audit firms, the big 4. So KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and EY. So of course, the partnership is very strong because those audit firms are recruiting our students. Okay, so we have very strong relationship with them, but they are delivering lectures. Okay, they are involved in the courses themselves. So they are really strong partners. Okay, so another thing that is important is the international aspect of our program. Okay, so as you can see, for our school, we have a lot of academic partners in 52 nations. So 100 nationalities, 25% of international students. And for the program itself, for the MSc AAA, so we have a real international teaching team. Okay, so at least 50% of the NEOMA professors are non-French professors. So they come from Tunisia, from South Korea, from the United Kingdom. And even the French professors have an international dimension. Okay, so if I take my personal experience, okay, I'm teaching in different Master of Science or different specialized masters. And for instance, I'm teaching cost accounting in the International Luxury Management Master of Science, and I'm teaching to 60 students of 20 different nationalities. Okay, and I'm teaching to Chinese students. Okay, but on the opposite, of course, it's now different because of the coronavirus crisis. But usually, once a year, I fly to China, and I'm teaching performance management in a Chinese university in Beijing. Okay, so I'm teaching to Chinese students in France, and I'm teaching to Chinese students in China. So we have an international dimension. Okay, so about the rankings, so to be very simple, in France, we have the 6th position, okay, for the French business schools. So usually we have something like 35 business schools that are ranked in many different rankings, and we have a quite high position. And internationally, so we have a 43rd position in the 2019 Masters in Management. So it was a ranking of the Financial Times, and we have the 19th position in the Economist. Of course, it's like the 3 international accreditations. So our program will benefit from those positions in the rankings. Okay, so let's go more in detail into the program. And the idea is to see what are the very good reasons for you to enroll, to join us, okay? So let's look at 3 different key words or key sentences. So decision making, with and beyond numbers, and challenging the environment, okay? So this is a summary of the key terms that can illustrate the content and the objectives of our program. Okay, so but of course I will detail those key words and key terms with the good reasons for you to join us. Okay, so let's start with the first good reason. So of course we have a total of 345 hours. So the total hours of the Master of Science is 417, but out of those 417 hours, we have 345 hours of technical courses. So of course, this is the opportunity to build solid knowledge and for you before going into the market to get strong technical skills, okay, in management accounting, corporate finance, and financial accounting, okay? So this is not only focused on management accounting. So this is the first good reason for you to join this program. So this is the opportunity to get strong technical skills. Another good reason, this is about the CMA exam, okay? So joining us, attending the courses of this program will give you the opportunity to take the CMA exam. So do you know what the CMA is? I'm asking the floor. So someone can tell me, do you have any idea of what CMA is? How CMA can enhance your value in the market?
Please do not hesitate to let your answer in the chat box, everyone. Okay, Ale just said certificate management accountant.
Okay. So yes, this is a certification. So certified management accountant. So the idea is that because of this opportunity, so of course, the idea is that 90% of the courses are designed referring to the CMA requirements. It means that if you join this program, you will be prepared to take the exam. It will be your choice, okay? It's not mandatory, okay? So we have 2 different exams, 2 exams based on MCQs and essays. So, and at the end of the year, if it's your choice, you may take the CMA exam, the 2 parts, and it will bring more value on the market because this is a globally recognized certification. Okay, so
sorry.
A good visibility on the market.
Sorry,
yes?
Charlotte, we have a question from Krishna. Is a CMA certificate from IMA?
Yes.
Okay, so I get a previous question to can you explain the value they can get from this CMA certificate?
Well, this is a recognition from international companies. Okay, it's like the CFA in finance. Okay, so it's very similar to the accreditation. So we have, as an institution, as a business school, we have accreditations. It means that we are recognized, externally recognized because of those accreditations. Okay, so the certification, the CMA certification, okay, will be something that will be recognized by international companies. Okay.
Great, thank you. Could you go on, please?
Okay. So the opportunity to take the CMA exam at the end of the program, because 90% of the course will be designed referring to their requirements. Okay. So this is the second good reason for you to join the program. Another good reason is that, of course, because it is about accounting, auditing, and advisory, a lot of courses will use numbers, okay? So we will have courses on advanced management accounting. We will have courses on managing financial decisions, financial reporting, risk management, internal control, budgeting, and so on and so forth. So we have a lot of technical courses that are using numbers, but the idea is to go beyond the numbers and to see what we will do after we have built the budgets, after we have built dashboards, after we have computed cost. What can we do with this information, how we can communicate this information to the managers, and how they can use it to make the right decision, okay? So if we return to the key words, so decision making, this is essential, okay? So the idea is to use the numbers to make the right strategic decision. So this is what we call strategic thinking. So this is the third good reason for you to join this program. The fourth one is, of course, we all know that, well, not talking about the specific crisis we are facing today, but generally speaking, we all know that we will have to challenge volatile environments, so changing environments, okay? So, of course, this is very important to have technical knowledge, but this is, I would say, more important to go beyond that, to use human capabilities to know how to develop human capabilities, to know how to react when the environment is changing, okay? And how to be as agile as possible, okay? So we have a specific course dedicated to that. And the last one, okay? So, of course, we think of the future, okay? Once more, the environment is changing very rapidly. So the companies, the corporate world has new priorities. So the jobs in the future will be different, okay? Do you have any idea of what could influence the jobs in the future?
Please do not hesitate to answer to give some answer examples in the chat box. While talking about the job opportunities, Charles, can you give some suggestions for students to find an internship or a job opportunity later?
What do you mean by that? Job opportunity?
Yes, after graduation or for interview, for internship, what kind of position?
Oh, you mean what kind of career, what kind of job?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so what I would say is that, as I mentioned previously, we have a very strong partnerships with the big audit firms, okay? So it is possible to find internship and jobs because those firms are recruiting a lot of students. Okay. It's also possible because we have a course dedicated to consultancy. So consultancy means, of course, consultancy in finance, but also in strategy. So it's also possible to find internships in big consulting companies. So I'm thinking of CGI, for instance, which is a Canadian company, a big international company, okay? And we can, of course, have some internships as junior management controllers in big international French or international companies.
Okay, great, thank you. By the way, I think we could mention also that we have Talent and Career Service Department that will help our students to create their career trajectory, to improve your CV, to organize recruitment online or offline recruitment buyer. And we have also very big alumni network in the, as you just mentioned, the Big Four consulting agencies too. So it's a very strong force from the school level to help you get your career started. Could you go on, Charles?
Yes, well, if I just want to make a very quick list and to summarize the different types of jobs for internships or for the future career, of course, we have everything that is in relation to management control and management accounting. So management accounting, cost accountant, okay, business analyst, okay. So we have everything that is in relation to auditing, okay. So we may have internal auditors in companies. And of course, we can have audit jobs in the audit firms. But in the audit firms, this is not only auditing, it might be advisory in the audit firms, okay. So usually the audit firms, when they were recruiting junior junior candidates, it was mostly on for audit missions. And now, of course, they have broadened okay their scope of recruitment. It's now they are recruiting in advisory also. Okay, so advisory is like consultancy. Okay, so you can of course find jobs or internships in consulting companies, and you can also in risk management you can find opportunities in risk management as well.
Great, thank you, Charles.
Okay, so coming back to the fifth good reason to join this, to choose this program. So the jobs of the future will be impacted by digital, by data analytics. Okay, so this is very important, especially in the financial jobs, and also the jobs of the future will be impacted, influenced by corporate social responsibility and ethics. Okay, so if we looked at the jobs of the future, okay, and if we look at challenging the environment, okay, we have a total of 75 hours that are dedicated to those topics. Okay, so if you remember, we have 345 technical hours, and out of those 344 technical hours, so Ale has raised his hands. Okay, so we have decided to dedicate a lot of time to address those key challenges. So Ale. So Ale wants to ask a question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
First, I would like to thank you for organizing this webinar and for making the presentation. My question is that I'm actually coming from business intelligence background.
Yes.
So I would like to ask, you mentioned the digital and data analytics. With what, let's say, information systems or what softwares does this program combine? I mean, maybe in some data science with Python, R, or what kind of softwares do you teach for the data analytics?
So basically, we are teaching two different topics. The first one is I would summarize as digital finance. So it means it's more general topics about AI, about blockchain, RPA. Okay, but the biggest part of the course is focused on BI systems.
Super.
Okay, so Power BI, Tableau. The idea is this is once more this is a Master of Science for management accountants. So the idea is how to extract the data, how to structure the data, how to visualize the data in order to get the information we need to make decisions. So there is the technical part, okay, which is based on how to use the BI system, the BI tools, and then after having used the systems, how we can use the information, okay, to influence the decisions of the different managers in the company.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer.
Is it clear?
Yes, it is, indeed it is. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Charlotte, we have also a question related to this. So is someone asked, is it mandatory to get a finance background to enter this program?
I would say it's better to have a background. I mean, it's better to know some fundamentals about financial accounting, corporate finance, and management accounting. okay? Because I would say that most of the courses will be advanced courses, okay? But the fact is that in order to have the same level for the students in the groups, so the idea is that we spend the very beginning of the different courses to to review some fundamentals, some basics of the different topics, of the different knowledge. So it means that, yes, it's preferable to have some background in finance and accounting, but of course, there will be some time at the very beginning of every course to get the fundamentals to be at the same level that the other students. But it's better to have some financial background.
Okay, thank you. We have AD who want to ask a question. AD, do you want to us to unmute your micro? AD.
Hi. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Hi.
So
Hi,
I would like to ask. Yeah, hi. So I would like to ask, what is the cohort for this particular MSc, and how diverse it is?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
What is the cohort for this MSc, and how diverse is this course?
Oh, you mean what is the cohort? You mean the number of students?
I think that is his question.
Okay, so
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So so the first question is how many students we will have in this program next year, and if the other part of your question is I think about the diversity.
Yes.
And the different nationalities. Okay, so well, the first we anticipate to have a group in Reims and a group in Rouen. Okay, so this is we don't know exactly how many because the recruitment process is still ongoing. Okay, so we will have, of course, some French students, but we are recruiting some international students. So, but the recruitment process is ongoing. So I don't have a very good idea of what will be the diversity in the future. But basically, the idea, as far as the cohorts are concerned, we anticipate a group in Reims and a group in Rouen. It will be, I hope, between 20, 25, maybe 30 per campus. And then we hope that the percentage of international students, but once more the recruitment is ongoing, that the percentage of international students will be quite high.
Yes, I just want to add that we are trying to have a bigger diversity of international students as we can. As you know, that in NEOMA, now we count 25% of international students. So as Charles just mentioned, our recruitment and admissions is still ongoing. It will be, by the way, the deadline will be the beginning of August. So you still have time to apply. And I just want to mention that we created an application fee waiver. You will see in the last slide of the presentation, is that it will be Zoom 2020. I will just let it in the chat box later. For all students participate today in the webinar, you don't have to pay the application fee. Yeah. Yes, that is. Okay, Charles.
So did I answer your question, Adi? Did we answer your question together?
I think, yeah,
yes.
I think he's gone. Yeah, okay.
Okay, because, oh yes, it's a
perfect,
mic.
perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay, so yes, the mic was muted. Okay, so if you want to have an idea of how it will be organized, okay, so this is the program layout. So it's not September, it's October, so it will be the 5th and the 6th of October that the program will start. So next fall. So from October to April, so we have the fundamental courses, okay? So basically we have the 345 technical hours of technical courses, plus leadership, plus the final simulation. So This is the fundamental courses. So, and from May to December, we have 4 to 6 months of professional experience. It will be the opportunity to apply what have been delivered during the fundamental courses, okay? And along the way of the program, of course, you will have an academic work to do, so some research work to do through a thesis. So this is the basic organization. So of course, if you want to have more information on the different fundamental courses, so we have a total, once more thinking of the 345 hours, we have a total of 12 courses. So of course, if you want to have more information on the courses, I think you can get the information from the website.
Yes, and I just want to add that for internship, we encourage our students to go to international internship. You can either go back to your home country or explore a third country, not just only in France.
Yes, this is very important. Okay.
Yeah, I think we can go on.
So if I want to wrap up before we go on with some admission issues, or I would say administration issues. So the first point is that you will get strong technical skills through the 345 hours of courses, in conjunction with development of human capabilities to address the changing environment through active teaching. Okay, active teaching. So this is standard courses, case studies, working through projects. So we have different teaching approaches in order to increase the level of efficiency of our teaching. The second key point is that you can take the opportunity to get your CMA certification, taking the exams, and that will increase your value on the market because of the increasing recognition of this certification by international companies. And then last key point is that from May to December, you will have the opportunity to use what have been the theoretical and practical contents or skills that have been delivered to you during in the fundamental courses from October to April in a 4 to 6 month professional experience that can be in international companies. You can go back to your country, of course, as Xiao Tong told you.
Great.
Okay.
So, yes, let's go.
Okay, so we already covered that. Okay, so this is the list of the different jobs and for job and internship opportunities. And if we go on with some admission issues, so Adi. So if you want to use your mic to ask your question.
Adi.
We have two participants.
Hi. So I am a prospect student for Masters in Management this fall, and
Yes.
I am pretty much interested in this particular MSc. I would like to, I'm from a non-technical, I'm from a technical background. I have pursued engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the process that I have to undergo after my first year of general management degree so that I can get into this particular MSc?
Okay.
Is there any screening?
I think it's question about admission procedure,
Yes.
right? Okay. Charlotte, can you go to next slide, please? Yes, to answer back to your question, since you have already 4-year bachelor degree, and if your previous education was 100% taught in English, we will no more need any English scores. We will need you to create your application on our online platform with your CV, your diploma, your transcripts, English score, normally, 2 reference letter, and answer some motivation questions. Then if every document are okay, Charles will evaluate your interview Okay, you'll be guiding anyway. And for students who only have 3-year bachelor degree, you will need 3-year working experience too. So this is about the requirement. And this, Charlotte, can you go to the next? Yes. So some basic information about the application, since that, you know, the intake has been postponed to beginning of October. For students who cannot join us at the beginning of courses because of some flight issue, international flight issue, we will open the online options to help you. In any case, is to let you know that we are planning a plan B, plan C to accompany our students to finish the study plan. So we have a question, how about 3-year bachelor students? So as I just said, 3-year bachelor degree plus 3-year working experience. Otherwise, if you only have 3-year bachelor degree, a little bit lower English level, maybe you can choose to do in 2-year option. That means you have to do a international pre-master year and then go directly into this program. Okay, so it's either Bac plus 3, 2-year master, either Bac plus 4, 1-year master. And as I just said, with application fees €100, today you can get a application fee waiver. This program is in Rouen and Grams campus. I just got a question at the beginning of webinar that what is the cost about this program. So as you can see, the tuition fee, also the life cost of Rouen and Reims is much lower. If we compare to Paris, we estimate about €700 per month for including everything. Plus, as you all know that for international students, you can always get help for your rent from the government. So you can see the application platform is here. And we will let you our general information email admissions so that you can ask your questions also if you didn't get any chance today. So we only have 3-4 minutes left, Charles, if you want to wrap up quickly, and if someone want to ask the last questions.
Okay, so Ale wants to ask a question.
Yes.
Hello once again. So I've seen this structure of program.
Yes.
And I'm really interested in learning about valuation methods. Do you teach about valuation methods? Création de valeur.
Yes. Yes, in one of the courses, yes.
Super, really nice.
Yes, really,
and,
yes.
And
I will tell you, this is the course that is managing financial decisions. I think this is where we have we are teaching valuation.
Nice. And if you don't mind, I have one last question.
Yes.
What is the average background professional experience of your students? I'm asking it because from my experience, actually, when it comes to group case studies, the professional background of all the participants actually matters. So it really does gives the result on the end performance of the whole group. So what's the average professional experience of students from your previous admission years?
Well, the fact is that this is a new program. Okay, so we don't have, yes, we don't have historical information. So, but anyway, the idea is we need to take that into consideration. So we need to know what is the background of every student, and this is when knowing the background of the different students will help us to build consistent groups to make sure that we don't have not two big gaps between the different students. So we'll take that into consideration.
Okay, thank you, Charles. I just want to take the last minutes okay, Ali just said thank you.
Okay, thank
And
you.
to mention that we are still proposing a merit-based excellence scholarship. So please do not hesitate to contact us by the admission email I just shared in the chat box. And for excellent students, we will propose you a scholarship. So see you very soon in our application procedure, I hope.
Okay, so thank you very much for attending, and don't forget the 5 good reasons to choose our program.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.